Alright, so today we are going to talk about what I learned from my last photo shoot that can make you a better food photographer. When you're going to be running around at a restaurant, sometimes you're going to be in one location, sometimes you might have to keep moving around depending on the light. It's definitely better to have a zoom lens. Think about it, if you just have a 50 or a 35, you are stuck to that and you do have to move your feet, but now I can go from a 25 to a 35 to a 50 and I can get a wide range of photos. Definitely going to help you move a lot faster and you can turn around those photos quicker. Another thing I learned that can help you out when shooting food photography, better to have two light sources. It's perfect when you have a window light source, but when living in Miami, you also realize that it can rain at any moment. So it's better to have one light source that's going to be at one particular area that you're going to be at. It seems kind of simple, but sometimes when you're just shooting with one light source, you do have a lot of shadows, and it's better, if the restaurant's going for that, to bring in either a bounce card, and if you don't have a bounce card, then another light source will kick in some of that light for you as well. That'll be able to help you get rid of a lot of the shadows, and it's a lot easier to fix and post later on. Pinterest is a huge resource, huge. I don't know why it took me so long to go back to Pinterest, but when you're doing Pinterest, you're able to look at the images that are already done perfect, someone else's version of what is good, but then you can pick the ones that you like, and now you kind of have a database of images that you have in your head that you looked over enough times, and now that you have that, when you're in the restaurant, you're not guessing, because sometimes when you're on the move, you have a client next to you, you have, you know, the chef is sending out 4 dishes when you're only expecting him to send out 1. You're trying to think so much is happening. You gotta get your camera settings. So if you already have a certain amount of images in your head, it makes it way easier for you to keep moving forward. Sony has this app called Imaging Edge Mobile. Now it's great. I can put it on my iPad and my phone. It's a little glitchy, but once it connects, you just don't really have to touch it again, which is amazing. And it gives you the capability of doing wireless tethering. It's amazing for when a client comes in, they want to look at the photos and you're trying to show them on your screen. Now the problem with your screen is sometimes you can have the brightness turned way up, it can be turned way down. So as they look at the screen, they're thinking that it's either too hot or it's not bright enough. But when you have it on your iPad, it's a little bit more easy to control and people can see a lot more detail on a bigger screen. Definitely use tethering. It will help you a lot faster because when you're looking through your camera, it's too small. It's good for the moment when you're trying to look at something quick, but when you're trying to get like the wide view, it's definitely gonna be better to put on a bigger screen. Group shots are your best friend. If you can get about 3 or 4 images together, people like to see what they could potentially get at a table. Most of the time when you go to a restaurant, probably will have a drink, they'll probably have an appetizer and an entree. When you compile those images together, people really get that feeling of, okay, cool, I can go out with my friends, this, and this is kind of what it looks like, and now I already have in my head what I want to get. You start putting these combinations together, so it helps people get excited about the food versus if it's just one dish, unless that one dish is like just something amazing. Even still, if it's amazing, it will have a drink, you know what I mean? And maybe like a table setting. So group shots are your best friend. This is where I would use Pinterest a lot here and start looking at top-down photos that can help you start putting these images together in your head. So then when you go to a restaurant, you come off as a professional. My name is Sparks. I am a food photographer in Miami. My goal is to teach you to be a better food photographer. I have 10 years of food photography experience combined with my 10 years of being a chef. I did graduate from Johnson Wales University, and I've used all of those skill sets from being in the kitchen to shooting the food to a degree that I feel like represents the chef the best. If this interests you, I would love for you to keep following this channel. Talk to you soon, message you soon, comment soon. Like, comment, subscribe. I would love to meet you. I would love to help you out any way I can. My name is Sparks. Talk to you soon.